Good day, everyone. Happy day of the week. I am here today with a pickup video for all of you. I'm here in my workshop, studio, workroom, whatever you want to call it. The game room is still quite the mess from the flooding incident, which I did tell you guys all about in my last video. So if you haven't seen that, check it out right here. Is it right here or is it right here? One of these spots. There will be a little video card right there to check out. And you can see what happened from the water incident. The game room is not damaged. It is just a complete fucking mess. Also, I am severely congested from allergies, so my voice is a little off. Hope it doesn't bother you. I know I got like one ear hearing right now. It's just really fucking with me as I'm talking, but I'm making the best of it. These are going to be all the pickups I got from maybe the past 2 months. Not all of it is gaming. Some of it's computers, some of it's just technology related, either old or new. Mostly old, because that's what I do. So first thing is, of course, gaming related. The first thing is this little Yoshi guy. So, if in case you were in a hole or under a rock, McDonald's had these little Mario toys, little tongue sticks out there. I have more of them. My daughter took them all, and she's playing with them upstairs, which is perfectly fine. They are toys. And Yoshi remains down here with me. One of the Goodwills that I go to, or the only Goodwill, I actually only have one local Goodwill to me. I know a lot of people have Goodwills just everywhere, all around them. Where I am, I don't. I have one Goodwill. And I have not found games there in quite a while. I did find this Unreal Championship for the Xbox. I'd never played this game. I used to play Unreal Tournament a lot on PC back in like 2001, 2002. It was a really fun game then, so I haven't played it probably since then, and I figured I'd give it a try. What do we want to show next? These next few items were from Savers. I got this book, and I just said, why did you get a book? Well, check it out. So this book here is from 1991. It looks like it's a school book. It has the price tag for the Brown Bookstore on it. I don't know if you can see it quite in the tag there, but there it is. It's called Cyberspace First Steps. There's quite a bit of like William Gibson type stuff if you're into that, like, you know, cyberpunk type thing, and I guess this was like bringing it into modern day. I haven't read through it yet. I was reading some of these synopsis stuff online. It seemed really interesting, and it was like $2. It was $2.99. So it's worth a fun read just for $2.99, just to see what it is. It could be boring as shit. I don't know. I'll find out. Also from Savers, I picked up 2 VHS tapes. So these are, as you can read, Going on 60 Seconds and Can't Hardly Wait. I still watch VHS tapes a lot. All the VHS tapes I had from when I was growing up, all those tapes were copies from the video store or copied tapes from friends. So the quality of those tapes I used to watch have gone completely to crap, and they're really unwatchable. Most of them, I just threw them away. But I do watch a lot of VHS tapes as I'm kind of working on things here in my office or from editing things. If you can see it, I'll move my neat mug. See my mug? I keep a VCR right here, which is connected up to a TV, which you can't see, but kind of like ambiance or background noise. I'm only picking up movies that are my absolute favorite, stuff that I've seen a million times, and is just really good for just background. One neat thing about the Can't Hardly Wait tape here is on the back of it, you can see is the tag from Blockbuster when they sold it for $6.99, and it's still in the shrink wrap. So this was a rental. It got wrapped. Somebody bought it, and they never watched it. These next few items are from yard sales. I went yard sale in the past couple weekends. One weekend, I found absolutely nothing. This past weekend, I found a little stack of games here. I was able to find Tony Hawk Project 8 for the PS2. Tony Hawk Underground 2. I've never had this game. So I have the first one, but not the second one, also PS2. Need for Speed Underground. This is a fantastic game. I used to have this. I had sold my PlayStation 2 at one point with all the games to kind of make ends meet, and I've been rebuying some of the PS2 games I used to have. And that was one I used to play all the time. Really fun game. And the music is great. Scooby-Doo game for the PS2, and the lady at the yard sale said, oh, since you're buying the Scooby-Doo game, you can have the Scooby-Doo movie. Random, but thank you. And the last game I got was Mario Kart for the Wii. I have this game. I've had this game multiple times over. It's a fun game. I use it for trading. But, unfortunately, no game. Good lesson. Before you buy the game at the yard sale, or anywhere that has open games, open them up and make sure the game is in them. That stack of games though was only $5 for what, 5 of them? Well, 4 and an empty case and a free movie. I'm not gonna complain about that. I could probably sell the case to somebody who needs the case for a loose copy of Mario Kart. One other yard sale had this guy right here. This is a USB 2.0 external drive. It's got a 120 gig hard drive on it. That does seem old, but when I plugged it in, there was nothing on the hard drive, or just like a few included tools that were on there. The whole rest of the thing is empty, so I feel like it's good for just backup. I mean, it's only 120 gigs, but I could fit quite a few things on that. These next few items were from a gaming store locally. I got this is the demo disc that came with the PS1, the small version of the system, which you can see right on the back here. And so this demo disc had on it, I'm not going to say all of them, but we got an X-Men game, Twisted Metal, Small Brawl, Disney's Atlantis, Harry Potter, a Barbie game, NFL Game Day. I like getting the complete set. So I don't have a box for the PS1, but I do have the little demo disc now, and the system, and the controllers that were slightly off color from the original ones. That was $2. I also picked up a couple of pinball games for PlayStation 1. We have Pro Pinball right here from Interplay, $7. Extreme Pinball, this was another $7 game. I actually have this for the PC. I'm a big pinball guy. Love pinball. Anything pinball, I buy. And the last game I got at the game store was War Games DEF CON. I've never played this game. From what I've heard, the game's actually terrible. Judging by the font that's printed in, that's very much a tie-in to War Games that came out in 1983 with Matthew Broderick. I love that movie, and just on that alone, I had to buy the game. Now, these last few items are extremely vintage technology, and they are just so cool just to have. These are neat. So these are vacuum tubes. I got 3 of them. I picked these up at a yard sale. The guy had an entire box and then a bag full of all the same type. So I grabbed one of each type. It looks like they're General Electric. I don't know what these are for. If you know what they're for, he said they're either going to be radio or they're going to be television, which that doesn't make sense. I don't think they would be for computers. It more looked like old stuff from like an old TV repairman or something, like stuff he had in his shed and eventually made its way into a yard sale. But the guy selling them had no idea what they came out of. As far as the type of them, this big one here is 12 pins. It's kind of fat. It has 33 on it, marked on it. These small ones are General Electric, and they are 9 pins on the bottom here. And they're just neat looking. If you know what any of these vacuum tubes are for, I would love to know. Just leave me a comment below and tell me what they're for. These are awesome. So if you don't know what these are punch cards. Back when, really long time ago, people would program the computer via punch card. They would have these cards punched up. They'd have an entire stack of them that would represent a program. The program would run through a giant computer and make lights light up and shit, and do math and do all sorts of neat stuff. But, you know, back in dinosaur computing times. I got these from my friend Dan, who runs the Rhode Island Computer Museum, which is an absolutely awesome, fantastic place. Thanks, Dan. One more yard sale I went to had cameras. Now, I'm not really big on collecting cameras, but it looked like the Instagram camera, like the old icon, and look at it's so neat looking, little stripe on it. It even has a spent cartridge that would be for the Polaroid pictures. This last item here is a Brownie Hawkeye camera. This thing was too cool to pass up. So I looked it up. This guy is from roughly the 1950s. They made them from like 1951 up until like the early 60s. This flash piece was a separate piece that clicked onto it. It did come with it. And the viewfinder is what's neat. So if you look right there, I'm trying to make sure you guys can see the camera. So you look in there from above, and the image would be refracted from this little mirror right here. The clicking, so cool. Alright everybody, so that is all my pickups for this time. I do hope you enjoyed seeing the gaming, seeing the vintage stuff, and the really old stuff like the punch cards. So cool. So awesome. As always guys, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. Let me know what you like the best down below, and I will see you next time.